Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video that I'm taking today, I actually recorded yesterday. I recorded the whole video yesterday and then realized that
1, 2, 3, funky.
Who you wanna be? I'm the girl of your dreams, ain't no other me.
the reason why my videos are uploading the way that they are on YouTube, a portion of the screen, is because of how I'm holding the camera. So I decided that I'm gonna re-record the entire freaking video. So I literally just came back from the supermarket because I had to make some runs today for the house, and it's crazy out there. Like, there's nothing in the supermarkets. There's only like emergency goods. My mom wanted me to pick up a lot of like Lysol and stuff for the kitchen, disinfectants and things like that, and there was like literally nothing in the supermarket. Like, it's really crazy, guys. I hope you're being safe out there. It's a really like dramatic time right now. It's really essential to be careful and be safe. So anyway, today's topic, on a lighter note, is about getting in your own way. There's so many different directions that I can go with this topic. It's crazy. So yeah, this topic is about getting in your own way. You see me trying to like fit my little fit in this video vlog. Holding the camera in this direction is really tough because you don't get the full view. Like, you get angles, which is probably good, but it's not great. But yeah, so getting in your own way is the topic that we're going to discuss today. A way to get in your own way and to stop your blessings and stop the good things that are supposed to happen to you is by getting in your own head. There's a lot of times, like, throughout the day, whenever you're doing anything, when you're going to work, when you're getting on the train, when you're putting on clothes, when you're hanging out with your friends, where you self-doubt, where you self-critique, and these things cause you to spiral into like a non-stop, like, just circle of negative, criticism towards yourself. And this causes you to not make certain decisions, to make certain decisions. Everybody has a moment in life where they're continuously self-doubting themselves and not being so positive with themselves, and it's just something that you kind of have to practice to not do, but it's not easy to do. So basically, there are some moments, I think, that we can all stop ourselves from being from basically getting in our own way and getting inside our own heads, and negatively affecting certain decisions that we probably would or would not make if we weren't getting in our own ways. One perfect example is, like, maybe say if you have like a job interview, or you're starting something new, like a new school or a new hobby, and then prior to starting this new job or a new hobby, you start self-critiquing yourself, and you start, that little voice in the back of your mind is telling you, you can't do this, you're not built. The funny thing is that even in some moments when we know that we're 100% prepared for something, or that we've worked really hard with something, so we know that we're gonna do great, or we have the capabilities to do great, we still self-doubt ourselves. So, like, say if I play a sport, if I'm a basketball player, or if I do hair, or if I design clothes, and I know that I've been trained for this, and I've worked really hard to get to a certain place doing this, and I know that I can excel. But then there's this like self-doubt in the back of my head that's making me feel like, well, if I go on this interview, I'm not gonna get it. If I try to create this masterpiece for someone that's ordered this piece from me, I'm not gonna be able to accomplish it to their liking. If I go play this game today, I'm not gonna win because I'm not good enough, because such and such is gonna be there and he's better than me, or whatever the case is. That's self-doubt. That's getting in your own way. Even though you've worked really hard and you know that you're capable of completing the task, or you know that you're capable of winning, that self-doubt is stepping in and it's getting in your head and it's telling you, you know what, even with all that experience, even with all that hard work, you are not going to be able to accomplish this. That is self-doubt. That is us getting in our own way, getting in our own head, and we have to learn how to, you know, kind of like silence that voice, silence that extra person in the back of your head that's telling you you can't do something. You know what I mean? There's so many different like definitions for what that could be. You know, you got the super ego concept, and the bad and evil concept, and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, it really could be anything. It really just depends on what you believe in. Now I'm gonna cheat a little bit, and I'm gonna bring love into this, and relationships, men and women, and how we quarrel and all that. I'm gonna bring that concept into this so that I can kind of like tie it all together, and it can make a lot of sense. If you ever think about it, like us as women and men, we have a lot of self-doubt when it comes to getting into relationships. Sometimes you're out on a date and you're, you know, self-conscious about something specific, when it, in particular to your look, or, you know, maybe the way you talk, or your education, or your financial status. And you think the person that you're on a date with is like thinking about that. And the funny thing about it is that sometimes people are not even nowhere near thinking about the things that you're thinking about. Like in your mind, it's so evident that you're thinking about this mole maybe that's on the side of your face, and you're just like, oh my God, this girl's looking at this mole, and she could be admiring everything else about you and not even see that. And I just find it so funny because like we really get in our own heads. We be thinking like, yo, I'm on this date, he's looking at this my eyebrows, I didn't get a chance to get them done. Oh my God, my nails aren't manicured. Geez, you know what I mean? And although we do have some people in the world who are really like meticulous and think about these kind of things and will judge you, I mean, when it really comes down to it, do you even really want to be with those kind of people? Who I'm talking about are like fair-minded people, right? And just things in general. Like, you don't even want to base the quality of who you are and the essence of who you are on what people think. Honestly, that's a whole nother video. We're not going to go deep into that because I could talk about that all day long. But the point of the matter is that sometimes we're more in our own head than other people are even thinking of. You know, what we have to understand is that people are more worried about, we're more in our own heads than people are. You know, people are more concerned about themselves than they are about you. So the things that you're worried about and the things that you allow to stop you from getting to your goal, success, and getting to the point of what will make you happy is just really not worth it when you think about it, because people are not really concerned as much as you are. People are not really worried about that one detail as much as you. One good way I realized to deal with this self-doubt and to try to get out of your head is to really try to take a breather when you're in that moment of self-doubt. When you find yourself really like being hard on yourself and getting inside your own head and attempting to really like detour yourself from the road that you really want to travel, you kind of have to just take a deep breath. Like, you realize that this is happening in your head, and you just need to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna breathe right now. I'm gonna ignore this voice in the back of my mind that is gearing me towards a path that I don't want to go. And I'm going to stay focused and push myself to go down the path that I really want to go. And it's as simple as that. It's not easy, but you have to try. Like, and now, again, I always say this, like, I'm not a guru or anything. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. I don't really know the specific answers, but I am a person, and I do experience these things. And I know what it feels like to self-doubt. And I know what it feels like to be in a position where you really want to do something, but everything else around you is pushing you to do something else. You know, it's not a good feeling. You know, it really interferes with your life. Like, doing laundry if you have a lot of laundry that needs to be done, washing your hair, Taking a vacation. Sometimes our mind is so cluttered, you know, and that causes really plays a part in self-doubt and getting in our way. Sometimes the more clear you are mentally, meaning your space, your environment, and your environment is everything, it kind of declogs that space where you're getting in your own way, and it helps you make more decisions thoughtfully and in a better headspace. Sometimes cleaning up includes cleaning up friendships that are no longer serving us. If you have a toxic friend that you know you need to get rid of, you know, that's a part of cleaning out your closet. If you have a toxic lover, toxic boyfriend, toxic girlfriend, that's a part of cleaning out your closet. If you are living in an environment that is no longer serving you, if you are in a space that is no longer protecting you, that is cleaning out your closet. You may need to get out of there. You may need to distance yourself from that environment. That is also cleaning out your space. So take into consideration all of these factors. These are major things that can affect how you live your everyday life and what determines your fate and how you function as a person, how you make decisions. Other ways that you can help yourself is definitely picking up new hobbies, doing brand new things that otherwise you wouldn't have done in the past. Trying out stuff that you've always wanted to try out, but that you never did have the right influences in your life, and you didn't have the right people telling you to try this thing out or whatever the case is. And now that you've cleaned out your space, you have the feeling and the optimism to try something new. That's a good way to put yourself in a new headspace and clear out all of that extra baggage. But anyway, guys, I love you much. I hope that this helped you. Again, I am no guru. I'm no counselor. I do not have a license for this. Toodles, guys. Love you. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. Please follow me on Instagram _Jess_Royale_NYC. I will do my best to keep bringing you. Oh my God. And if you're not on Instagram watching Tory Lanez go live on Quarantine Radio, know what you're doing with your life right now. Because Tory Lanez has Instagram so popping around 3 or 4 o'clock Standard Eastern Time. He has this show called Quarantine Radio. Shout out to Tory Lanez. He is keeping us very, very busy and occupied during this time. If you're under the age of 18, I do advise that you do not go on Quarantine Radio. But everybody else, you need to check it out. He's really keeping us very, very entertained. Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely taking the opportunity right now while we're on this self-quarantine to just take care of myself, drink a lot of water, keep my hair moisturized and healthy, keep my skin clean and healthy, and just stay fit. I work out for like an hour a day, an hour or two, as much as I can really. And I'm still in school, which is crazy. I'm doing online classes. So I'm actually really keeping myself as busy as I could. And I hope that you guys are doing the same. And also, like, shout out to all the essential workers right now that are out there really, really working hard to keep us safe. You guys are awesome.